Everyone, thanks for joining us. We're going to get started with head coach Ryan Richter, and we can go straight into questions. Jillian? We can go straight into questions. Jillian?
Thanks, Nico. Hi, Ryan. It seemed last Saturday that while the team was able to create opportunities, they were not quite able to finish. Was that just defending, or the players still working out chemistry from the preseason?
Yeah, first of all, before I said that, thanks for everybody for joining today. But no, look, I thought if we go with the opportunities that we created in the game, there was a couple big chances that we created, but for the positions that we were able to get into consistently, I thought we didn't do well enough in the final action to really create a big chances from. So whether that's the decision making on the final pass, whether it's the movement or it's the timing of the players in the box, I thought we got into some really good areas, a lot led by our high pressing and where we were able to control where most of the game was played. For that, we didn't create enough big chances to really put them under threat, I thought. So yeah, it's something that we have to work on with all of our players when we get into these attacking positions of taking the right decision and then working with our strikers and attacking players of their movement, the areas they need to hit in the box, and the timing of that movement so they can find space to be free and create more chances from that.
And having seen the development of Andrew Rick, can you share what have been his biggest improvements from last year to this year?
Yeah, I thought in the game he was excellent. Obviously, the penalty save is a great moment for him and a great moment for the team, and allows us to come away with the point from the game. But I think his overall composure of the game, the way that he controlled the space behind his back line, the crosses he came for, his distribution, I thought when he chose to play long, it was accurate and gave us a chance to either control possession or at least challenge for the first ball. So overall, his total management of the game, I thought was really strong.
Jose Nunez?
Ryan, good morning. On the injury front, coming off of that game, anybody carrying any knocks or anything whatsoever going into Monday?
No, everyone's fresh. Even some of the guys that it was their first 90 minutes of the year, whether it's guys returning from injury or some guys that maybe didn't get the opportunity in preseason to play a full 90. They made it through the game all right, and we're fully fresh going in to the game against Red Bull.
And then, I guess, leaping off of that answer, Ryan, if I may, you, I guess, got your first taste of the difficulty of incorporating someone who maybe you haven't worked a whole lot with in terms of Nate Harriel. What was that experience like, and then how did you plug him in and get the guys together to work with him? Because obviously he's probably spending a lot of time with the first team and then being tossed into the second team. I'm sure that was a little bit of a difference, or happy to be corrected.
Yeah, no, that's that's a challenge of what the second team is, and it's cool because guys like Nathan, I've worked with him closely for the last 3 or 4 years, and when a player of his level and his pedigree comes to play in a second team game, it all goes with his attitude, and his approach was excellent. He's there, he wants the team to win, he wants to play well, he's fully focused, and this type of leadership, it goes through the team. So I was proud of him. It was great to see the way that he approached the game, just how that looks on the weekend. He was on the bench with the first team the night before. Joins us. We stayed in the same hotel. He joined us right after the game. In the morning, we went through with him and Cav some of the clips that we showed the group of the way we expected New England to play, what their roles would be like, some of the pictures that they might see in the game. Then had the full team meeting prior to leaving for the game, and then getting everyone up to speed and as much as we can on the same page. So whether we have 1 day to prepare, whether we have a guy with us for 5 days, we try to do our best job to prepare them individually and then the team tactics so that they can all be successful.
Do you expect to have him this weekend?
I don't know. I think that depends a lot on where he's at and what the game looks like for the first team on Sunday.
Of course. Best of luck.
Thank you. Mario?
Good morning, Ryan. I just wanted to know what are some aspects of your team's performance that you saw in last game that you want to build upon in this upcoming game?
Yeah, like I said to start off, I thought we controlled a lot of where the game was played, playing in their half, pressing high, getting the really good areas with the ball. That was for the first 75 minutes of the game. In the last 15 minutes, I thought it was clear that they were the better team. They were able to play through us. Our recovery runs and the spaces between our back line, the spaces between the lines of our field got a little stretched, and that's where we can certainly improve. So with our recovery runs, with staying compact, with closing the middle of the field, doing that consistently for 90 minutes so it doesn't turn into this kind of open track meet where they're able to have a lot of space to play through us, that's where we can certainly improve. And I thought that you saw in the last 10 to 15 minutes of the game that they started to cause us a lot of trouble with things that are pretty easy for us to correct, and some of the decisions that I made during the game that could maybe help the team, and just getting everyone on the same page so that we know what we can do to improve so the last part of the game against Rebel doesn't look like that.
Thank you very much.
Jillian?
I'm curious as to what stands out to you and your staff heading out into this match versus Red Bulls 2 on Monday from scouting them.
Yeah, so as we go through Red Bull, look, they're going to be a good team, but the style they play, the shape that they play out of, I don't want to say too much, but the shape that they play out of, we have to come up with a good plan of how we want to approach it defensively first. I think that's that's where we always start, and I think we have a good plan that we're putting together now of how we want to try to attack them high, and then the spaces that we can exploit when we win the ball. That's clear for us, and we have to get that message across to our players.
And also, lastly, I'm curious as to your thoughts on the signing of Ramsey and what you're hoping to see from him this season. What stands out to you about him?
Yeah, Ramsey's a former academy player who is fully committed to the project that we have on hand, and I look forward to working with him because first of who he is as a person, and I think he brings great leadership qualities into our group and has more life experience than many of the players in the group. So it's good to have men like him around that can show our younger players what it means to be a professional, how to carry yourself daily, how to prepare for games, how to train properly. And he's done all of that so far through preseason, and now that he's a signed player with the team, we look to him to continue to grow in those leadership qualities, and that's what I'm most excited about and what I'm proud of him, the way that he's integrated himself with the group.
Thank you, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Any final questions? All right, thanks Ryan, thanks everyone.
Thank you guys.